Can you name every Italian player who played for Rangers? There are 7 in total, but only 6 of them made competitive appearances. 1 of them didn't make a competitive appearance. And 5 of the 7 arrived in the same season, with 4 of them signing on the exact same day. So keep count as we reveal them one at a time.
Penalty to Rangers.
The first Italian was Lorenzo Amoruso. Rangers signed the defender from Fiorentina in 1997, although a serious Achilles injury delayed his competitive debut until the following April. Amoruso eventually became Rangers captain, making more than 200 appearances and scoring 24 goals during 6 seasons at Ibrox. Amoruso won 3 league titles, 3 Scottish Cups and 4 League Cups with Rangers. There's no question he was capable of being an excellent defender, although he also had a habit of producing the occasional mistake in a massive match. He eventually left Rangers for Blackburn Rovers in 2003 and remains one of the club's most memorable foreign captains. The second is Rino Gattuso. We've already spoken about Gattuso in my video about Rangers players who appeared in a World Cup final. Rangers signed the 19-year-old midfielder from Perugia in 1997 before he'd made his name as one of the toughest and most recognisable midfielders in European football. Gattuso made 49 appearances for Rangers and scored 5 goals. He quickly became popular because of his aggression, energy and determination, but struggled after Dick Advocaat moved him into an unfamiliar right-back position. He left Rangers for Salernitana in 1998 before becoming an AC Milan legend and winning the World Cup with Italy in 2006. The third answer is Sergio Perini. The experienced defender arrived from Juventus, where he'd already won Serie A, the UEFA Cup and the Champions League. Perini could play at centre-back or right-back and became an important part of Dick Advocaat's Rangers team. He made more than 130 appearances before leaving in 2001. Perini won 2 league titles, 2 Scottish Cups and 1 League Cup during his time at Ibrox. He might not be remembered as fondly as Gattuso or Amoruso, but he was still a reliable and highly experienced member of a Rangers side that dominated Scottish football. The fourth Italian was Marco Negri. Rangers signed the striker from Perugia in 1997 and his start to life in Scotland was absolutely ridiculous. Negri scored 33 goals before the end of December, including all 5 in a victory over Dundee United. At one stage, it looked like Rangers had signed one of the most dangerous strikers in Europe. Unfortunately, Negri's Rangers career completely fell apart after a freak eye injury reportedly suffered while supposedly playing squash. I'm sure Sergio Perini knows the real reason. His goals dried up, he struggled with injuries, and there's also stories of disagreements behind the scenes. Negri eventually finished with 36 goals from 43 appearances, meaning almost his entire Rangers career was defined by that incredible first half season. Now we're getting into one of the really difficult answers. Luigi Riccio also joined Rangers from Perugia during the summer of 1997. Unlike Gattuso and Negri, Riccio barely featured at all. He had to wait almost 2 years to make his competitive debut, coming off the bench during a 5-1 victory over Motherwell in May 1999. That appearance against Motherwell was the only competitive match Riccio ever played for Rangers. He left the club shortly afterwards and returned to Italy. So despite being part of that famous Italian recruitment drive, there's probably Rangers supporters who've completely forgotten he was ever at Ibrox. The sixth Italian was Paolo Vanoli. Rangers signed the left-back from Bologna in 2003 after he'd previously played for clubs including Parma and Fiorentina. Vanoli made 42 appearances for Rangers and scored only once, although it was a brilliant long-range strike against Dundee. He left to join Vicenza in January 2005. The final answer is Filippo Maniero. I recently spoke about Maniero in my video about Rangers signings who never actually played for the club. The experienced striker joined Rangers on transfer deadline day in August 2005 after previously representing clubs including Parma, Sampdoria and AC Milan, but his Rangers career was over almost immediately. Maniero struggled for fitness and couldn't force his way into Alex McLeish's first team. Just 6 weeks after arriving, his Rangers contract was cancelled by mutual agreement. He left Scotland without making a single competitive appearance, making him the only player on this list who signed for Rangers but never actually played for the senior team. So how many did you manage to name? And which Italian had the greatest Rangers career? Let me know in the comments.